Three, two, one, go. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
The very best of luck.
All right, here we go. We're off for the races. All right, so right now, here's the beginning of the run. We're doing some of the training course. For the most part, ooh, looks like Aslov may have missed a little deal there, but it's fine. Got it. But yeah.
Couple time stretch right there.
Yep. So, Jack 3, no OoB. Good thing, the good thing about this being a tournament is that for the most part, if anyone's watched any of the other runs so far, they kind of know that just the commentary, just don't go out of bounds. Complete the game.
Finish game as fast as possible without
Basically.
going out of bounds.
Yep.
It's, well, part of old any percent as well.
Basically, like it's just mostly old any percent, but there was a few skips that you could do like out of bounds with the old any percent. But for the most part, it's pretty simple. Just don't go out of bounds.
Nice. Yeah.
Yep. And let's see here. It looks like we got both completing training course. It looks like Aslov is just a couple seconds ahead.
Aslov is a gladiator course. You know, I'm gonna open the actual stream to see who is who. That will be simple. Okay.
Well, if you scroll underneath if you like highlight each stream, it'll tell you who's who.
Yeah.
It looks like, let's see, it looks like Aslov is actually getting the one cycle here versus WOT7N, who sadly did not. For those of you who don't know what one cycle is, basically if you can kill the gladiators down to 5 before you turn to Dark Jack, it kind of just makes it so that you kind of don't have to wait, I guess.
You don't have to wait for the lava again to go back up. It's just faster.
It's just a couple seconds faster, typically.
Yep.
And now we're going on to Kangarats. So what you're going to see here with Kangarats for the most part is you're just going to see some camera manipulations.
You're going to see some trolling from these things. They're annoying. Yeah. I hate them so much.
Yeah, the Kangarats can be extremely difficult, especially if you don't know what quite you're doing with the camera, because the camera, for the most part, kind of controls which direction that the Kangarats go.
It's very strange.
Yeah, so if you don't look at them, sometimes they just like don't like to move, so you'll see them kind of like not looking at the Kangarat, so they can kind of manipulate them to like back themselves into a corner or basically run right in front of the leaper here.
Yeah. There's the one that Aslov is currently going for, I believe.
Yeah.
That one you can do camera strats, he stands completely still. So you can just smack him.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Versus the one that WOT7N just got a couple seconds ago where it kind of backed itself into a corner.
Indeed, indeed.
Yep. Not much too much other to say about Kangarats, though. It's just kind of trying to get around as quickly as possible and try to get the Kangarats to do what you want them to do, which, like I said earlier, can be kind of difficult. Because sometimes they like to be little jerks about certain things. You also see in some of them, like, they try to lead them into the next Kangarat so that it just kind of flows in a nice, smooth route.
Yeah. It's a very one-and-done thing, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Now what we're getting ready to get into here is Satellite. And if you get into the cutscene quick enough, you kind of skip talking to the communicator, which makes it a little bit easier. Saves you some time. Mission... Oh, go ahead.
You can also turn off speech in the game settings and communicator will not pop up at all. So very, very nice. Yeah. Which I find personally easier, but,
Yes, most certainly, especially with some of the tricks in Jack 2 that you have to pull off, but that's not what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, screw that game.
So this mission, for the most part, is RNG based, just because it's kind of like Dance Dance Revolution, where you're trying to get your certain symbols in your certain areas. But yeah, for the most part, what you're going to be watching for is you're going to be watching them trying to get like doubles, like a double square in the circle, because that gets you, I believe, 5 points per. I don't remember exactly. But if they're not going for that, and they're going for doubles, like for square and X or stuff like that, because that does also save little bits of time here and there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no idea how a satellite area is,
Yeah, there's not really a way to manipulate it like there is with the Kangarats, at least from my knowledge. But for the most part, you're just trying to get as many doubles as you can, because it just saves a bunch of time if you get a bunch of doubles. I wasn't keeping count of the doubles there like I probably should have, so I don't know who has, like, who had the better RNG there, but for the most part, it looks like it was relatively similar.
Yeah,
looks like neither runner gained time on the other.
I think Aslov got 2 doubles. I could be wrong. I wasn't paying attention myself, to be honest.
Yeah, like I said, I was too busy trying to explain the way that mission works.
Yeah, bad commentators, God.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's just a good little chill run with commentary.
Yeah.
Alright, and now we're getting ready to approach one of our bigger percentage warps in the game. For those of you who don't know what a percentage warp is, basically, long story short, is that the way that at least specifically Jack 2 and 3 work, is that it has like percentage checkpoints in the game, and if you like hit that checkpoint, basically it will give you everything that you're supposed to have at that current point in time.
The game goes like, wait, how are you here? Surely you should have beaten everything else beforehand. So it just gives you everything.
Like your guns, your jet board, any of the light or dark jack powers you're supposed to have at that point.
I love when the game does that, it's great.
Yeah.
This is a cave skip that they're coming up to after the little car tutorial that they're doing right now.
You're going to notice they're basically going to jump and restart mission here. What that more or less does is it kind of just lets you free roam the desert, because technically what it does is if you don't complete it at the right point, it'll just kind of mission fail you for going too far away from the training course. But if you restart mission at the right time, it'll basically act like the training course hasn't even been like started yet, which is why there's that fist icon in the bottom right of the map.
Yep.
But since you
spawn in the desert, so
yeah, but since you restart mission, because you technically completed the training, but the game doesn't like recognize that you complete the training. It just knows that you're supposed to be out in the desert right now. But yeah, basically from here, what they're doing is they're driving over to the Metalhead Cave that's in the Wasteland, and you're gonna see some interesting little card jiggles here that kind of, I don't know. It just kind of like there's no one really knows how the skip works. It just kind of does. The best way that I have attempted to explain in the past is the card just kind of jiggles and like the hitbox gets a little weird with the wall. I'm not sure if that's accurate. But
this is the way I've heard it, right? There's kind of a collision sphere around them, and the car gets caught in that collision sphere. And that's why it started to like shake and stuff, right? But because the game's like, oh wait, the car shouldn't be here, it pushes the collision sphere away from the wall and sort of like deloads it a little bit.
Yeah.
This is how I think. I'm not too sure if this is actually like accurate. So as you saw, that is Aslov. He just drove right through the wall. So yeah, the sphere is still there, but it's kind of further back and doesn't like really recognize it. Just lets the car drive right the way through. That's what I think. Yeah,
it's like further to the left in that case, because like the left side of the wall was solid and the right side wasn't.
Yeah.
Also, something that I learned throughout this tournament, the reason why they punch and beat up the car like that is so that it does more damage to the car, so when they get up here to do the percentage warp, that the car has less damage.
I honestly thought that was just part of the skip, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought it was to make the car jiggle more to go through the wall, but no. It's because they want to do as much damage to the car as they possibly can before they have to blow it up.
Fair enough, okay.
Which, it makes perfect sense.
That does, yeah, that makes sense.
So you're going to see here, they're going to go through this cave, and that basically activates that checkpoint right there, and now they just have all the guns they're supposed to have at this point in the game.
Yeah, Aslov and WOT7N just destroyed the car. It will spawn them in the big giant one with the Gatling.
Because you can technically do this with the Tough Puppy, but it's extremely slow. It's just better to go ahead and get the this. I can't remember the name of this car for it to save the life of me, but to get this one with the giant gun on the back.
The Gilia Stomper.
Yeah. Gilia Stomper. Okay, thank you.
We're just too good. That one's engraved in my memory because of this mission, honestly.
To be fair, the only reason why I remember the Tough Puppy was because that's what I called my first car.
That's fair enough. driving to work in a tough puppy.
Yeah.
That's Pog, actually.
And then I got a Jeep Wrangler, and I call it the Dune Hopper now because you know it's big and lifted, and it kind of has like those wide wheels. But
Can
anyway,
it jump across large gaps?
I mean, I'm sure it could. It's probably not recommended, but
Oh my god, I'd love to see that. Just
yeah,
car flying.
just a Jeep Wrangler flying through the air.
Yay. Yeah, both runners have destroyed the eggs at the moment, and they're right against the clock to.
It looks like WOT7N has actually gained some time on Aslov because now they're just about like neck and neck right here.
I should point out actually the timers are a little bit off as well, just because I think WOT7N started a little earlier, well a little later.
Perhaps.
Sorry, WOT7N started a little later than
yeah.
Aslov did,
So I lied when I said that. WOT7N's actually much further ahead.
If you look at the time, technically he's doing better, but they're at the same place. Like, you know, if they started at the same time, WOT7N would be ahead. But yeah, well, more so ahead. We'll just see. You know, GT's under production right there, but you know.
All right, now time for the most boring part of this run: driving this car back to the garage.
It's so slow.
It really is. So what you're gonna probably see here is the runners are gonna try to kill as many of the can't remember the name of them right now.
Marauders.
Oh, Marauders. Thank you. Marauders. That's the word I was looking for. They're gonna kill the Marauders so that they can get as many boosts as they can to make this less terrible. And it looks like Aslov is getting completely trolled by them right now.
Oh, the pain. They just drive under the car and completely flip you the wrong direction.
Yes.
Oh, I hate them so much.
This is the reason why I don't run this category. Just this part right here, no other reason.
Honestly, though, it was the reason I stayed away from Jack running as well. Jack 3 got there in the end.
Yep.
Jack 3 running as a whole. Oh,
Marauders are the worst.
it's so sad. Like, somehow it's now my best category.
Congratulations, my dude.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And now time for the best car in the game, the Dune Hopper.
Oh god. Could they not think of any other way to get over to the islands? They just have a car that launches itself into the air.
I don't know, man. Well, if you remember, in Jack 3, 100%, I had to swim to the island.
Oh my god, yeah, true.
Not recommended, don't swim to the island.
Unless you're a professional. Well, hell, if you're not a professional, go for it anyway. I'm not gonna judge.
You might get killed by like a squid of some sort, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, you know. Alright, you'll get a fair ways before you won't, but yeah.
But you most certainly get caught by that squid, 1000%.
Yes.
Alright, well we're coming up to one of our more risky jumps over here. Because if you land up... The cool thing about the vehicles in this game specifically is if you touch the belly of the vehicle in just the right spot, you'll instantly explode. No exceptions.
Aslov having a bit of a...
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Alright, and now here comes a temple skip. Basically what you're going to see is you're going to see him jump and then boost into the water and just go into first person. Basically what that'll do is it'll put them like halfway up a climbing section they're supposed to do in the temple.
Just save some time, and then, you know,
Yeah.
Gonna red gun our way up here.
Yeah, now what they're doing is called glitched high jumps, and basically, I'm trying to remember how to explain them, it's been a little bit. Basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to time the wave concussor pulse with the same time that you do a high jump, and it just kind of launches you up in the air.
It's the wave concussor is the donut gun right there.
Yeah, the onion ring gun.
The onion ring gun, yes. It's it sends you when you shoot it, it will send you slightly into the air, but you can also high jump if you time it right, and that will give you massive amounts of height. And there's a really big jump with that coming up very, very shortly, actually.
Yes.
I believe. So now we're on to the most boring part, the second most boring part of the run, just gliding.
This part's a little more entertaining because you know you get to see some eye candy with the blue rings.
Yes. Honestly, I just turned my brain off for this part.
That's fair.
Just turn my brain off to this part. Turn over to the chat to see what they've been bullying me about this time. You know.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, there's not much to explain here besides if you look down at the desert, all those trees that you see, they literally just put in for this mission. There actually none of them are there in the actual desert.
Just want to make it look greener, I guess.
Yeah, they wanted to add some sort of interest to the desert, even though that's not the spot you're supposed to be focusing on. But yeah, like none of the trees are there. It's hilarious.
It's so strange. Like why they decide to do that.
It's just because, like I think they were just trying to add some form. Like I feel like what happened was they just had it without the trees, and it just looked so bland and boring. Like it was almost too distracting because it was bland and boring that there was nothing there.
You know, they decided, you know what? Let's slap some trees here for no reason.
Slap some trees. Yeah, exactly.
Might make it look prettier for this like a minute and a half section.
Yeah. Make it so that it's somewhat entertaining. Mm-hmm. And so that, like, when they inevitably crash and burn, they might fall into a tree.
True. Clyde is stuck in the tree.
Yep. Oh, it looks like WOT7N's actually gonna go for... I don't think the skip saves any time. I think it's just more or less kind of cool. I might save, like, a fraction of a second.
It just looks cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's like most of the swag tricks in this game. It just looks cool.
Just go for it, because why not, you know?
Yeah. I think what happened was, actually, Bob and Ricky did that in a AGDQ race, and it, like, almost, like, saved no time. Anyway, here's that glitched high jump we were talking about before. It looks like WOT7N's gonna get the first try.
Hey, nice.
I wonder if he's gonna go for the cool movement tech over here. Let's see if Aslov
also got it.
try.
Nice.
Nice. I know there's some cool movement that they can do over here. I'm sure that WOT7N would go for it just because it's WOT7N.
WOT7N's a Chad.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference between cool movement. I think it's cool movement. I don't know the difference between cool movement and regular movement though, so...
It looks like he's just kind of going for the regular movement there, which is fine. It's like a bunch of more like uppercuts and everything that just saves a couple more seconds versus the wave concussor. It's a little bit more risky because you can't save yourself as easily. It looked like he tried to go for the boosted off that little pike too, which is another part of the cool movement, but looks like neither one of them's going to get it. Oh, WOT7N trying to go for a boosted.
It's a very neck and neck race right now.
Yeah. That kind of happens sometimes.
Yes.
Especially when you get up to the finals like we are right now. It's just one of those deals where it's going to be neck-neck for the most part. At least that's what you hope for, especially with the finals, because you want it to be as exciting as possible.
Yep.
And the good thing is that neither one of the runners so far have been screwed over by the game in any way, besides Aslov with the Marauders there for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, not yet, anyway. You know.
Yeah. Like, it hasn't been a point where, like, it's just, like, completely unfair type of a deal. It's just more or less annoying.
We'll get there, you know.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll see what happens. Didn't this Tony finish? Apparently not.
WOT7N going for charging that gun real early.
Oh.
Oh, WOT7N. Oh, and they both got got. Oh, looks like they're going for the dark bomb method this time. Well, not dark bomb, but you know.
Okay.
The McSpinny. Are you not familiar with the spinny?
No, I was not aware that was the thing that you could do.
Yeah, if you uppercut as Dark Jack, you do the spin.
Well, I know about that bit, but I didn't know you could destroy them with it.
Oh yeah, that thing destroys everything, dude.
Yeah, it's so OP.
As like, WOT7N had a good jumping over the fences, and Aslov's having some issues with it.
I don't blame him, honestly.
Those jumps are a pain.
There's a backup that he is going to try.
Oh, he got by the Zappy at the pole.
Oh,
he's gonna go for it again, and he got it again.
Is he out of ammo? No. When you die, you get given ammo back.
I think he's trying to reserve some of the ammo that he can.
Yeah.
Ah, jeez, I can't. This is so unfortunate for Aslov.
Oh, he got it though. Nice.
Oh, there he goes. Get a nice
Oh,
little
he got it
extended
again. Yes.
there. Nice.
Oh, I kind of want to learn that just because my concussor jumps like not good.
Yeah. I mean, that's for the most part looks like it's just a basic, like deep extended.
Yeah. As
And now-
Wotan's on defend Ashland, which
Yep.
is just another RNG part with what it can drop or.
Yes, the way that the ammo drops work in these games, from the way that I understand, at least for Jack 2, is it kind of like drops the lowest grade of ammo that you have. Like it goes, I believe, red, yellow, then blue, or red, blue, then yellow. It's one of those. But basically, it doesn't always drop the ammo that you want, and you try to conserve as much ammo as you want while also kind of flicking the camera around so that you get less cars and more marauders, if I remember correctly.
I see.
Yes,
I always thought ammo worked on a priority basis.
it does.
Like it
yes.
prioritizes the most important gun. Like kind
No,
of thing.
it does the opposite.
Oh, I see.
It prioritizes the least important gun. That's why specifically in Jack 2, when you're doing the Protect Samos mission, why you get your Peacemaker ammo last after all the other guns are full.
Yes. Because I always thought like, oh, you use the yellow. Yellow is like the most important or whatever according to the game. So that's what it gives you if you don't have yellow. Like, you know. That's how I always thought it was. But apparently not. I guess I suck. Whoa.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, the reason why is just because it's trying to prioritize the ammo that it wants you to use more. What's going on with that Aslov? What's the game there?
I don't know. Time save strats, I don't know.
Exactly, it's a RNG manip.
He kills all marauders on the map, imagine.
Yeah. But it looks like Wotan got really good RNG with his yellow ammo for this, defend Ashland mission. But looks like Aslov is getting kind of bullied right now.
Oh, I've been there, don't worry. It's not nice.
Yeah, he's getting very, very bad luck with his ammo drops. He's getting ready to switch over to the red gun here because that's all it's going to give him. Because he's out of blue ammo now too, which is extremely unfortunate.
Very, very much so. Wotan is on his way to the temple again.
Yes, this time he will not be going for temple skip because it will not work a second time.
It's very strange how it works just the first time, but you know.
Yes.
Okay. Wotan, I believe, may do. Ooh. Dark bomb. Very nice.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get rid of the cars and it didn't really work.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, he's gonna go for the strat where you just don't look at them and they go away.
It's so funny. It's not how it works.
Looks like it's not working for him either. This is so unfortunate for
Yeah,
Aslov.
it's very sad.
This is the commentator's curse. I just said how like neither one of them had been screwed over in any way, shape, or form. Now poor Aslov is getting got.
Oh, he has
So
no
sorry.
ammo. He has no ammo at all.
Let's go hide in the corner, Aslov. We'll go away. I promise. Stop. Don't kill Ashland.
Yeah, don't play Ashland. Poor Ashland. There you go.
Wow. I can't believe he killed it with his fist.
This is amazing, actually. Holy.
Oh, now we're on to Tide Pods. I'm sorry.
Yes, this is the first introduction to the jet board in Jack 3.
Yes.
Very fancy.
Tide Pods can be one of the coolest missions if done properly, just because the jet board movement, if it's really smooth, it's so satisfying to watch.
Very satisfying. I do wish they did more with the jet board instead of giving us a Tony Hawk mission, but you know.
That's the entire point of the jet board, though. It's
Yeah, I know.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater number 6 or something like that.
Very nice. Aslov. Aslov is being flipped around right now.
These Marauders are just bullying poor Aslov today. Like first it was with you know, the car I never remember the name of.
Gilia Stomper.
Helios Stomper. And then it was with the Defend Ashland, now it's here. Like, these Marauders are just relentless.
You wanted to win today, Aslov. No, says the Marauders.
Exactly. What was going over here with the nice little corner cuts with the hovers.
Very fancy.
Mm-hmm. Here he goes again. Got both of them relatively easily. Now, is he going to go for the jet board here, or is he going to go...
He is.
Oh, yep.
Nice. That is scary.
Yes, most certainly. Now let's see if the room loads for him. It does, so that means... Fun fact, if the room doesn't load in there for you and you just punch your way through and you die in the abyss, that's technically out of bounds and you lose.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Okay.
I think that's in my latest PB and I didn't realize. Oh well, it's
Ooh.
fine. It's fine. I'll just PB again. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. And now just cut that clip out and say, "Oop, my memory card lagged."
Oh no, I've lost the footage for that one little section.
Exactly. Pulling us spliced run.
I'm sure they'll let me off. It's fine.
Yeah.
WOT7N is now doing this sub-rails section, which was always very fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of spamming, a lot of spinning.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Now,
going to the Ecomine very shortly here. One of the big areas of the run, I think.
yep, and it's also one of those deals where if you get the jet board movement done just right, it's also just super smooth and cool.
Indeed.
And
Saves a lot
Aslov
of
over
time.
here on
Time
yeah.
bugs. He missed
Oh no, he missed a tie bot. No.
He missed it again. There you go. He's fine.
He got this time. Is all that matters.
I think that's the last we'll see of the Marauders for a while, or just at all now in the run.
Yeah.
So I think Aslov should be fine on that part.
Yeah. Oh. WOT7N messed up the hover.
I was watching Aslov. He
Yeah.
looks like he's going to get it again here, though. Yes, he's got it.
Yep, you got it.
Very fancy hover there.
Yes, most certainly.
Skips the entirety of the eco mine real quick.
Remember, in Jack 2 and 3, we hover over our problems.
Indeed we do. If you remember the button combination.
Yes. If your hands decide to do the combination that you need to. Okay, let's see how smooth WOT7N's jet boarding can be through here.
That is
Looking pretty
WOT7N.
tasty right now.
That is very, very nice.
Hey, get off the jet board there, which nothing wrong with that. Just lets you redirect a little bit easier.
Oh no, he hit something. That was not. That was very clean. It was very clean, but if he didn't hit that one guy, you know.
Looks like Aslov got also the never remember the names of those things either. The spinny dudes with the Sharpie knives on them.
That'll do.
Yeah.
Yes, WOT7N is indeed cracked. There is
Yes.
nothing this man cannot do. Here we're just going to shoot some tracks that are on the other side of the level. So
Yes. And we're gonna shoot them in a very specific order so that we don't have to ride an elevator down, assuming they don't die as they do the tracks.
is he going for the elevator skip method thing? Yes,
Yep.
I don't do this because I've only recently started no OoB.
Nope,
It's
they're good.
not, you know.
Yeah.
And I've
So they're
heard
gonna-
that it saves time and it's very fancy.
Yeah.
So
Yes. And so basically what they're trying to do here is they're trying to shoot these in a very specific order, and what it'll basically do is it will just like let you skip an elevator ride. And like they kind of try to watch for the blaster shots to go in certain spots of the screen. And if you can see right here, it looks like WOT7N actually didn't get it, which is
it's
unfortunate.
unfortunate, yeah. I think the way it was described to me was that the elevator, like when you shoot the track, but you're below the elevator, the game thinks that you're already down the elevator.
Yeah.
So it's
So he got it too early, which was the issue there.
unfortunate.
He hit the track too early, yeah.
Working on the boss fight now. The precursor robot.
To the end of Act 1, yeah. So basically what you're going to notice here is he's not trying to kill the enemies as quickly as possible, he's trying to get them off the platform as quickly as possible, because they're kind of like I don't remember the name of these either, like the little Russian dolls, like pop open.
The Russian dolls, and there's like a small one inside the big one, yes.
And so it just keeps like, they just keep multiplying every time you kill them. And you're just like, how many of these are there? So that's why you just try to get them up level as quickly as possible, so you don't have to deal with a bunch of little tiny ones attacking you too.
Yep.
And it saves a good chunk of time.
Can Aslov get satisfying jetboard movement? Looks good so far.
Aww.
Oh, unlucky. Unlucky again.
Look what we've done.
Damn,
Commentator's Curse is just completely destroying Aslov today.
Should we just be quiet and just let them get on with it? Like,
yeah, we're just gonna stop talking. This one doesn't need commentators, right?
No, that'll be fine.
That's not why we were pinged by G3 earlier this week, asking if we could do stuff.
Definitely not. I'm sure everyone in the chat knows how OoB works anyway, it's fine.
Yeah. They know the gist. Oh. Well, going for the invulnerable frames there.
I find that hilarious.
Yeah, that lets you just kind of go through Jack like it's nothing.
Game is incredibly broken, so, you know, we move.
Yes.
WOT7N is end of boss fight, nice.
Yep. Looks like Aslov was also going for elevator skip. Ooh!
That is some unfortunate jetboarding.
Yes. Got bounced off the wall. He lost a little bit of momentum there too, thanks to a pebble on the ground.
Those dang pebbles.
Yep, pebbles in Jack 3 are kind of like your worst enemy. Alright, and now we're coming up closer to the, not quite the end of the run, but getting pretty close to it. This is going to be like the last major percentage warp like we were talking about earlier. But yeah, for whatever reason, the end of the game, like the last couple levels, are just kind of loaded in at all times. So if you can get up to the
Aslov. Aslov, the mission failed. And just like that, we have... Yeah. Just like that, WOT7N is in the end game. He has... He's in Act 3.
Isn't he like, I don't know, like 89% of the way through the game now? Something like that?
92 according to Scarletro.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Scarletro.
Thank you. Poor Aslov, just having such a hard time with this.
It's so unfortunate.
Yeah. Just another spot where if the jetboard movement's smooth, it can be really good, but there's also a lot of enemies in this area that can really screw you.
As a wise man once said, ruins ruin runs.
Yes, most certainly.
Yeah, these, I tend to just second purple gun these dudes so they're flying.
Yeah.
Makes life easier.
Bolton lost all of his momentum on a pebble.
Those dang pebbles, man. It's so sad, it's so annoying. Like I've been there.
Looks like Aslov is through with Eco Mines now with Bomb Train.
Nice.
And he should have gotten elevator skip, which he did not. I'm lying. Never mind. I thought he was low enough.
And now for the actual worst level in the game. On WOT7N's screen. Let's go. Yeah.
Breach is the best, what do you mean?
I think we disagree on that one, Chief, but, you know. It's only because of the debris. That's it.
Ooh,
very
there, pretty smooth.
Nice.
You didn't get all the way around though, which was kind of the issue, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You get the long jump here, it looks like. Oh no! Oh,
he saved.
He saved it. He almost rolled into the abyss. Not the abyss, but it feels like the abyss if you get trapped down there for a second.
Only for a second.
Yeah. Going for the guitar jump.
Log.
So, for those of you who want to learn more about BTR, Breach the Ruins, I think it's called. If you want to learn more about BTR, The Rixer has actually made a very, very great video detailing every little nook and cranny about this place.
It's a very good video. Would recommend.
Yes, most certainly. If you want to learn a little bit more about it.
I love Ricky, man.
Yeah.
Apart from the time he told me not to do something because it loses 3 seconds of time.
Ah, yes.
That was very funny.
There's one person who knows a lot about these games. It's most certainly
Breakthrough
Ricky.
ruins or
Yes. It was some I couldn't do a certain trick. And I was taught a backup, but then Ricky was like, "No, don't go for that backup. I beg of you." It loses 3 seconds. Now apparently it's a meme in my chat. Any backup that I do loses time. So
That's how backups work. They lose time.
yes. Every backup in there that I do loses time. I lose 0.01 seconds. I must reset the run.
Oh no.
Oh, I love speedrunning. It's fun.
Yes, most certainly. Well, it looks like WOT7N had a pretty smooth BTR there.
BTR smooth. Never heard of it.
Exactly. Wasn't quite rough, but it was smooth for a BTR standards.
It was, yes. On the final subrail section, this is... Would you count this as the final mission of the game?
No,
Just
I
before
would,
the boss?
I would count. Well, there's
Terraformer.
Darkship obviously, and then
Yeah.
there's Terraformer. Yeah, I would count Terraformer like poking at his legs.
Yes,
Before the final boss.
that is like the final little mission. I don't know,
Yeah.
I kind of always categorize those two as like the same thing, you know? I don't know.
I think the only reason why I count them differently is just because you're in a vehicle in one and you're not in the other. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's just like, technically it's a different phase, you know?
Yeah, maybe. Either way, Darkship is before that, so Darkship would technically, by your standards, be the last little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant. This level going into Darkship is like, okay, anyway, it's fine.
Yeah.
And that is the final area done. Pog. Well, the final
Final.
subrails. Yes.
Yeah. Looks like Aslov. Oh, I'm just gonna shut up when it comes to Aslov. I'm not gonna look at a screen anymore. I'm sorry, Aslov.
Yeah, I think you should
I
just
don't know.
let him do his thing at this
Yeah.
point, you know?
I'm just trying to include both the runners.
Oh, it's so unfortunate. He's had a bit of a rough run.
Yeah, I
But
just
then
look down
again-
at. Every
Yeah.
time I look down at his stream and I mention his name, something bad happens.
And again, he has been running a lot of Jack 1 recently, so maybe he's
Yeah.
a little rusty.
Yeah.
Doing some Jack 1 Tony. He is in the finals, I believe.
nice.
Yes, he's in the finals of that tournament, if I remember correctly, which I usually do. I think. Actually, no. I think he's in he's in semifinals. Sorry,
Okay.
he's in semifinals, but he's favored for finals. There you go.
Okay.
It's that kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Which would be very, very interesting. Aslov with the barrier skip, very, very nice.
Looks like WOT7N did the
The
little
swag hover, yes.
the hover, and then he also kind of moved in the air. Recent trick that the Jack community has kind of found that if you spam X while falling down, free falling, on the jetboard, it kind of just lets you go with the direction that you want to go, basically.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, free falling, I believe, is the trick. Because usually that's the issue with the hover, is that you're kind of locked in that one position after you start hovering.
Yep.
Even when you're falling, you're still locked in that direction, but if you spam X, it kind of lets you
Kind of pushes to the side
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah.
lets you kind of not control completely where you're going, but lets you start aiming a little bit better.
Kind of moves you in the
Yeah.
in the direction you kind of want to go, you know. I think.
Yeah, basically, more or less.
Very, very nice.
Hmm.
WOT7N with very clean movement and is on to Terraformer. Now, can he get the fast cycle on Terraformer? I believe.
Sure, you can.
I am very sure he can also.
I hope he does all of this in first person.
That would be swag.
I think he actually did it in first person for what's it called? for the relay race.
Very interesting. I didn't watch the Jack Free portion of the relay race, unfortunately.
I had to. I was on the commentary team.
That is free pog.
Yeah.
This looks so like disorienting though, first person.
So janky.
Oh my god.
This is worse than drone cam.
Oh no. Oh, if you flip as well, like if you get hit by like a mine and go like flying, it's that's respect to Wotan for this. Massive respect to Wotan for this.
You can do one cycle too.
You got fast cycle. You got fast cycle. Very nice.
That cycle. Good job, Wotan.
Wotan is too cracked, my dude.
Yeah. There's a reason why he's in the finals.
This is true. I'd love to be part of races, but you know, busy guy.
Yeah, I got you. I'd love to be pro races too, but I'm just bad.
Yes, same.
Oh no, well,
Did Wotan die?
yeah.
I was watching the end of Aslov's Dark Ship, where yes, it's not even started Dark Ship. Yep, the other one, Subrails. There you go, that one.
The end of Subrails. I think he may have got knocked into the like off the edge of the platform.
Yeah, it's tired. I'm late. Leave me alone.
You're fine. No, not. I'm not judging you. I'm saying I think that's what happened to Wotan.
Yes.
Yes, I'm gonna judge you for the one time that you forgot the name of something versus me who's forgotten the name of like 30 different things in this run.
Yeah, fair enough, actually. Yeah. Aye. Wotan having a fun time on Dark Lost right now.
Yeah. And Mecha Arrow or whatever it is.
I think Cyber. I think that's what he goes by.
I thought it was Mecha just because he's in the Dark Maker right now. Anyway, I don't really know. So a cool trick that Wotan did that we probably should have been paying attention to there. He shoots the anti-gravity gun there, so that basically like there's like these top enemies, like they're like spitting tops basically. And what happens is, since the anti-gravities there just kind of explode as soon as they kind of come in contact with the battlefield. Like they don't even touch the ground; they just kind of explode once they spawn in.
It's I think it's because they can't be off the ground, so they just explode. Something along those lines.
Yes, that's why.
I see.
They're a very gravity-based enemy. If they can't touch the ground, you know, this kind of.
You'll learn something new every day.
Yeah. Well, that's why Wotan's using probably one of the more useless guns in the casual playthrough.
Yeah, it's very useful in the speedrun.
Yeah.
Especially for this section.
For this section and for a couple other sections too.
Yep.
Specifically in all missions. It's used a lot in all missions. Just because you can kind of use it to get enemies out of your way, so that you don't have to fight them.
just move,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, they just kind of move out of the way. There's like a crowd of enemies that's kind of screwing you over. You can just be like, never mind, I'm done playing with you.
Wotan going almost on final phase here. He's waiting for the laser, you know, as usual. It's the one thing I hate about this boss, just waiting for him to fire that silly laser.
Yeah. And...
Did Wotan just nuke?
Yeah.
Did he do it early? I think he did it early. Or maybe it was swag, I don't know.
Just having some fun. I don't know. I don't judge him.
I do not judge Wotan either.
Maybe he just wanted to get more Peacemaker ammo for giggles.
Perhaps. Now, does he kill final boss with nuke? That is the question.
Is he gonna 360 the nuke?
Just for swag points, you know?
Mm-hmm. 360 no scope.
Now, here's my thing.
MLG Pro.
If Wotan somehow dies in this section, then it will be very neck and neck because he'll have to start the fight again.
I think he still has light jack heal.
Yeah,
So
he'll
unless
be
he just purposely punches off the edge.
just to make it more interesting, you know.
Yeah. It looks like he's actually not gonna go for the nuke, he's gonna go for the needle gun.
Big GG
And
still working.
GG, yep. 44, 49.
And 44 milliseconds. Nice.
Good job.
Very good job to WOT7N.
Yeah. Very smooth run for him. Just for like a contest setting like this, or race setting.
Yes. What's WOT7N's PB? Do we know?
I think it's like a 40 question mark? I'm not sure.
I
This is when I
must do research.
Alright. Time to speedrun.com this.
Yes, I must do my research.
Back 3.
No OoB. WOT7N has a 4240.
4240. Nice.
That's his peeb. The big peeb.
Is he gonna go for the hard lock here on the credits? He's giving us a fancy looking thing here.
Oh dear. And the crash.
Yay!
Oh my god.
That's a successful crash.
The feeling when you intentionally crash the game.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Indeed, indeed. Aslov, very unfortunate endgame, but
Nah, it's just that he kept. It wasn't really an end game per se. It all started off with
around Ecoman time.
well, not Eco Mind. It was with Ashland. Defend Ashland,
yeah,
where he started to really fall behind. Actually, no, it was Temple when he got stuck on the gates.
Oh yes, that's
When it started. That's when everything just kind of went downhill.
the Marauders ruined him.
But hey, he golded Dark Ship.
Yeah, he did. He got the Dark Ship straight pog.
Yeah. Saved him nearly 20 seconds, just about. That's the issue with the race setting like this, is that you can get really screwed over RNG wise, and it just kind of, there's not much that you can do about it.
Yep.
Unless it's like really, really early game, there's like a gentleman's rule where you can be like, hey, let's go ahead and restart if we both agree on it, which we don't usually do for tournaments unless there's like a crash within like the first 2 seconds of the game.
That's how I tend to do races. Something goes horribly wrong on both ends. We just reset.
Yeah. Hey, Roser, can you drag WOT7N in?
Yes.
He's back over there at Team T. Thanks.
Thanks.
I would do it, but I can't do it.
I was gonna wait until Aslov finished, but sure.
I thought we usually interviewed the winning runner.
I don't know how this works.
Neither do
new
I. I'm
to
just
this.
here for fun.
Alright, I'll pull both then.
Okay, thank you.
Yo.
GG, my dude.
G, mofo and G.
How'd you feel about the run, WOT7N?
Thanks. It was. I felt actually pretty decent about it, even though it was a pretty sloppy. I don't know, like I wasn't too mad about it. I made some small deaths, but
It was pretty good.
like a 44 was my usual. So
Yeah. Poor Aslov was getting bullied by the Marauders like the entire run.
It's so sad.
oh no!
Yeah.
I have to watch it back.
After it's Ashland section, poor Aslov. But there
Yeah.
you go. GG's Aslov just finished the race.
Yep, he just finished the run.
48-39.
Hey, Roser. You want to track?
I got it. Right.
Oh my god.
Yo, well played, Aslov.
Yeah,
Well,
GG Aslov.
GG,
man.
Drew.
Yeah, I
How
did. I did Terraform for like first person just for the lols. It was.
Yeah. Oh no, trust me,
Grand final.
we made sure to commentate on that.
So
This is grand
disorienting. You Chad
Yes.
Brown. Legend
So,
Brown.
Aslov, how do you feel about the run?
That was the most annoying run I've ever done, and it's surprising for no OoB. Especially a couple missions were okay. So I have a defense for Ashland. So
Mhm, yeah.
basically, like after I killed like 10 people, my
Mhm.
jump button would not work, so I couldn't like jump spin.
Oh.
So I spent like 30 seconds trying to jump. Then I just paused the game, plugged out my controller, plugged it back
Oh.
in, and then by that I like took damage bonus, so I healed, and then eventually I got no ammo and only like light eco, so I was screwed.
Yeah.
You seem to
We
have
were
a.
wondering why you paused.
Yeah.
Both me and Rick were like, why is he pausing?
I
Is
did
this
it
some
on
sort of
same
manip
shots,
that we don't
let's
know
go.
about?
It happened on final boss too. At the end, I had to pause the game and plug my controller back in to get the X
Jeez.
button to work.
Huh.
Dang.
Really,
Wow, really? That kind of sucks. God damn.
That's
Yeah.
Evan,
very unfortunate.
this is a new controller, but it hasn't had that problem like at all yet until I played this game.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
Get a refund, bro.
yeah, and defend Ashland, I had to punch the last car to death, and it took me like
Yeah.
another minute.
You got on forward. Those marauders had it out for you, honestly.
Yeah.
So unfortunate.
I also feel bad, Aslov, because every time I would look down at your screen and I would mention, oh, look, Aslov's doing this, you would instantly die. I was like, the commentator's curse is just completely destroying Aslov right now, and I feel terrible.
Yeah, kind of after Ashland, I was just tilted for the rest of the run. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah, E-Command give you trouble as well, right there.
Yeah.
bomb train, yeah.
Yeah, and Bomb Train gave you a little bit of trouble, too. But specifically, the Marauders were just completely messing with you the entire run. Like,
That's very
from,
much.
from Cave to defend Ashland to, getting back over the temple, just the Marauders were just completely trolling you the entire time.
They
Yeah.
did not like you at all, did they?
Yeah, the driving sections are my least favorite part about the run.
Yeah.
It's my least favorite part of Jack 2. Jack 3 even. No, not Jack 2.
It's only because the Marauders are just random. Sometimes
Yeah.
they just flip you.
Yeah.
Very, very sad.
All right. Well, does anyone else have anything to say about their runs before we, I guess, rate someone? Is that what we're doing now?
It was very, very entertaining.
Yes.
Ironically, BTR was my best segment.
It was.
Y'all gotta watch that.
Also, you gold that Dark Ship, which was pretty good.
Yeah, Darkship was also good. Actually, I think I would have gold BTR, but the last pillar, I actually got stuck on like the rock to the right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very pog though. Very good race. It was very entertaining to watch.
Most certainly. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun as well.
Thanks.
Who are we raiding?
Well, are either of you guys gonna continue streaming?
Not me.
Not really.
So, otherwise, there are no Jack 3 runners. However,
I mean,
there's two...
I am live on Jack 2. I'm joking.
I said Jack 3, so technically
I
I
know.
wasn't wrong.
I was about to say there's Jack 2 runners. What? Okay, there's not any Jack 2 runners. Boo.
There are two people that are running Jack 1 with timers that I do not recognize.
Ooh,
Yeah, the
I
other
think
one.
we should
There's
raid
some
one of
new faces now.
let's have
Yeah.
a look. Jack.
I know. I do actually recognize Bolshevik Tuvarik.
You got
For
this,
some
I
reason
think.
that rings a bell.
Yeah, that's
Bolshevik.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're doing well.
Bolshevik.
One's doing Hondo. One's doing Hondo. The other is
Well,
doing
the other one's doing. It looks like the entire Jack and Daxter. What is it?
the entire Jack and Daxter
Wait.
series without dying.
100% glitchless plus deathless.
Oh wow,
That's interesting.
that's very interesting.
I don't know if this is like an actual speed run or if it's just him playing the game for fun,
It's
like
not
the
a
series for fun.
speedrun. But he has less viewers, so I'm gonna raid him.
Okay,
Pog.
that's fine. All right.
Well,
Well,
GG's both
uh,
runners.
Yeah, GG guys. Thank you so much for the entertainment for the afternoon and for competing. It was a great little
That's all right.
tournament that we had. Sorry it took so long for us to finish it, but hey, here we are.
Story of our lives.
Yeah.
I think we actually started relatively on time as well. That's also never been heard of.
I know. We actually started on time. All the runners were here, all the commentators were here, the host was here. Like, that never happened.
I mean, technically the host wasn't here because G3 was supposed to host this.
I mean, it's close enough. Like, you're here, and like you subbed in like before we even needed you to, so that was fine.
Don't worry, Rose. You're better anyway.
Hey,
You're
someone
the
clip
superior
that
host.
so I can send it to him. All right, I'm gonna get this raid going. Thank you very much for watching. No LTS tournament for Jack 1, etc. is currently going on. Blah blah blah. All right, later.
Hog. See y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Good race.
And raid. Cool.
Hoggers.
Right. We managed to get through an entire.
Go in ways we've never seen before.
No one crashed.
This is
Like
the
everyone was
shittest
here.
story in
We
the
didn't have
world.
to like.
Henry, I
we-
just had my best ever lost Precursor City
Anyway.
by doing a pretty fucking sick
So
strategy.
I gotta go because I gotta go eat dinner
Fuck
because
yeah,
I didn't get to eat
motherfucker.
for my
best as
break
a
today
last
at work.
time. But
So I'm going to
I learned it
Fun.
from
I'm
my
gonna go
Sosu
eat my
game play.
stream.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
No
I can.
problem. See y'all.
Second match